Hello, North Nodes. Today I decided to add a mini lecture today about North Nodes. So, when we think of our North Node, we think about the soul contract, um, what we signed up for in this lifetime. So, we're focused on what we're here, we are here to things that we are here to learn, things that we are here to master. It is our destiny for this life cycle. So, our North Node tells us what we have, what our path will be set on. Okay. So, we've mastered something in a past life, but now we're about to go into uncharted territory. So, with that, we have the permission. I always talk about permissions to step into the unknown and get our feet wet so that we can get on our destiny to travel in the path of this particular signage, this particular North Node. Our North Node is our destiny where our soul is meant to grow. So we have to keep that in mind when we are dealing with our North Nodes. Our It's our destiny where our soul is meant to grow. Also, this journey of our North Node, it's not meant to be easy. You may have to do things outside of your comfort zone, but what work is easy? Whether you're losing weight, whether you're learning a new trade, whether you're learning a new skill, it's never going to be easy, but you will feel synchronized. You will feel synchronicity when you are on that path learning those lessons for your North Node. So when you're not in sync with that destiny or that path, that's normally when we feel out of sorts in our lives. So, yes, the universe is telling you this is where you're supposed to go. These are the things that you are going to do. These are the tests that you may have to graduate from in order to elevate down the path that you need to um, embark on. Friends, any past life things, any past life karmic patterns, those are the things that's going to feel familiar with to you. But your north node is the dharma of it all. Okay. If your south node holds your karmic patterns, your north node holds your dharma, your dharmic patterns. Um, these assignments, these spiritual assignments, they balance your past life. So we are here to heal those karmic cycles, those past karmic cycles. We always, you always hear people talking about generational curses, or they talk about uh, nuances or habits or traits in a family line with your north node. This is, especially in this life cycle, whatever issues that that lineage had, you're able to work that out in this lifetime with that particular um, north node. You're going to see that you, your gifts and things, these things will elevate you, but it will elevate your lineage as a whole as well. So, um, with my North Node in Pisces, I have certain liberties for freedom to think outside of the box, to practice spirituality different than what I have had been accustomed to. And you will find now that I have started embarking on this journey, I find that when people see you not being the same, you may run into people telling you that, oh, you've changed, or hopefully they see a change for the better. But sometimes familiarity or the lack thereof make makes people intimidated, or they try to call you or check you out on things that you no longer do. It is your prerogative. It is your prerogative to live out your destiny with your North Node. Everyone should be doing that work. Everyone should be reaching higher levels of elevation. Whoever can't handle that in your betterment of your overall spiritual self, um, they have a lot of work to do. So, anyone that doesn't want to see you evolve and they want you to remain the same because it's a threat to them or because they can't use you the same way, those should be red flags for you. Okay. So, yes, our destiny is in our North Node. I fully believe that. When you follow the path of your destiny, of balancing that, um, the Dharma and the Karma, you'll find that things begin to unlock for you because you're listening to spirit, you're listening to the universe, you're listening to source that uses all of these tools to help guide us, right? When you align in that way, doors do open. Doors do open. I find that when I am not feeling guilty about who I am and I own who I am in my Pisces North Node, and I am who I say that I am, and I, take no prisoners, and I am confident. I find that things tend to go my way. Not saying that I don't have trials, but when I am resistant, I have more trials, right? I tend to do, when I'm like reading family or whatever, their north nodes plus their sun sign tells me a thing about destiny projection. So with me, with my Pisces north node, I have freedoms to be more intuitive. I have freedoms to be less rigid, like I was in my my south node. Okay, uh, I have permissions to think outside of the box, but that mixed with my Gemini sun, I find that permissions that I have allows me to have better discernment, that I can be picky and I can be choosy because my nature of my Gemini self, I want to um, help everyone and I want to see the potential in everyone. But sometimes people who are not doing the work may or may not be worthy, and you have to watch out for energy vampires. So I say that to say, when you're thinking about your North Node and you're thinking about whatever your sun sign is, you have to evaluate that. Dive into being a North Node Virgo with Aries sun sign. With the North Node Virgo, again, and I'm just using an example since we're in Virgo season. A North Node Virgo who is here to implement order, to implement um, wellness you're known for, implement discipline. If you are an Aries sun sign, that is pulling you away from your childlike nature. So your Aries North Node, yes, you are a sun sign, and it is you are very childlike. You're very bold, but with this North Node of Virgo, you want to be a little more disciplined. That is what your North Node is calling me to do. This is how I use that in order to engage myself with my future. Our whole charts are there for a purpose. From a Christian background, and little did I know, and you still may be Christian, that's no problem. But little did I know that the taboo and the things that they were telling us are direct tools, excuse me, are direct tools to help us in life. These things come from source. There is a correlation with the stars and with astronomy, okay? There is a correlation with how the universe made us, how we came into this world, and we did not come in here blind. So they give us these books, whether it's the Bible, whether it's Quran, whether it's whatever, and they tell you that it has to be this way. But there is a map, chart. There are charts for us that we can look at ourselves and analyze who we are and what we are. Understanding, first and foremost, we're not here to abuse power. We're not here to put anyone under our thumbs, but we're here to learn and give guidance. Okay? So we have to remember that. We have to remember that. Every time you make strides to your with your north node, you're like checking off the list. You're checking things off the list. This is part of your this journey is a part of your spiritual curriculum, right? Your spiritual curriculum. You are a student of your north node. We are students and we're here to practice. You are here to practice. We're in Virgo season. You're here to practice to be a Virgo. You're here to practice Aries North Node to be an Aries. You're here practicing Libra to be a Libra, Libra North Node to be a Libra, Scorpio North Node to be a Scorpio. So um, remember, any struggles, any tests, any initiations are not punishments for you. This is a way that you are sharpening yourself into the wisdoms of that particular sign, right? I look at it and I always say that north nodes are our guiding lights, it's our shining star. And I really do believe that. It's showing us how to fulfill, how to grow, um, and it unlocks our spiritual purpose. And we know that it's it's not going to always be comfortable, but it's very transformative. So I will leave you with that, and I hope that helped you all, North Nodes, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.